This is The Good Pod Guide, a podcast where I, Lauren Windle, journalist and podcast mega fan, introduce you to new podcasts you won't want to miss, as well as reminding you about some big name fan favourites. So today I've treated myself and I'm wearing these big geek chic glasses. And at the moment I feel like I am my own Clark Kent to my regular look, which in this analogy would be Superman. But the secret is that I actually don't need the glasses because I have got 20/20 vision after having laser eye surgery, which was horrific 2 years ago. But I've bought these because they're blue light glasses. They filter out, make sure you don't get a headache. But I'd be lying if I said my main motivation wasn't the aesthetic. I just think I really pull them off. And I recognize that this is not great audio content. But if you're watching, how great are these glasses? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to talk to you today about S-Town. And when we spoke about Pulitzer Prize winning podcast, This American Life, I did say that we would come round to S-Town. So now is the time. It's made by the same people who made Serial and obviously This American Life. It's a weird one because it's got the vibe of a true crime podcast and it's told in the same style with a series of phone calls and interviews interspersed with the host Brian Reed's thoughts and explaining his experiences as the story progresses. But the thing is, it's not a true crime podcast, not really. It's just a compelling story. It's a deep dive into one man's extraordinary life. And this guy, John B., is an American from the South. He's a deep thinker and massively eccentric. It's invasive and troubling and so compelling. What's great about this is the twists and turns it takes. And this is kind of a case of the truth being stranger than fiction. I want to be more specific, but I also don't want to be because I don't want to ruin it for you if you're going to listen to it. But bear in mind when you listen, I only realized what S-Town was actually about at sort of episode 4 of 7. So it takes a while for things to unravel a bit. There have been questions about whether this kind of attention and deep dive into someone's life, particularly someone who has clearly got their own struggles, is right. And in order to debate the ethics of this, I would have to reveal some pretty key and shocking elements of the podcast, which I don't want to do. So once you've watched it, hit me up on Twitter @_Lauren_Celeste and let me know what you think of the morality of this kind of journalism. It's 7 episodes long. Each is about an hour. So it's nowhere near the same amount of content to plow through than some of the other podcasts that we recommend. It is so enticing and it is masterful storytelling, even if there are questions about whether or not that story should have been told. To me, it is a masterpiece and I would and almost certainly will listen to it again. In the next episode, I tell the horrific story of when I booked a stripper for my best friend's 18th birthday and it all went horribly wrong. I also review podcast My Dad Wrote Porno. For more info on the Good Pod Guide, check out the show notes. Also, like, subscribe, and leave a positive review. It really helps.